in this video, I'm sharing with you how to create a six-figure coaching business without doing all the things. All the things. So, hello, great to have you here. Please drop a hello in the comments box. So, what does it really take to grow a six-figure coaching business? If you've been coaching for a while, you're probably a great coach. But the question is that I have for you is, being a great coach, is it enough for you to attract clients consistently in your business? And the answer is no, it's not enough. It's the business part of coaching that's actually more complex, but that's what's going to get you more coaching clients. And the more coaching clients you have, the better you become as a coach. You don't have to do anything inauthentic. You don't have to do anything that you really hate either. It's more important that out of all the lead generation strategies that you can choose from, that you choose something that you're actually going to enjoy. So you certainly don't need to be working 12 or more hours a day, grunting, grinding, especially on things you don't enjoy. So it's really important that you don't burn out, you don't become a slave to your business, and that you take things off your to-do list that are just zapping your energy and your time, and you focus on the things that are going to get you that consistent 10K plus per month reliably and consistently, not just as a one-off fluke because you ran a one-off event and got it, and you have these peaks and troughs where you rich one month and then broke the next. So after being in business for 18 years myself and trying so many different things, I made so many mistakes, which I'm going to share some of them with you. I discovered there are 5 things that you need to focus on to grow your business to 6 figures consistently. So if you're making notes, and I recommend you do, if you don't already, grab a pen and notebook and write these down. So number 1 is design a client attraction strategy. So design a client attraction strategy. So the first thing you need is to be able to attract your ideal clients consistently. And for this attraction phase to work, you need to remember that people buy for their reasons and not our reasons. And there's a really important thing to remember when it comes to attraction, and that's this, and write this down: specificity sells. Specificity sells. By far, the biggest mistake I see coaches make in this stage, in the attraction stage, is being too vague. And I definitely was way too vague when I first started out, because I was a personal trainer, then a health coach, then a mindset coach. And when I decided to become a business coach, I didn't want to let go of all this knowledge I had in these other areas. So I tried to position myself to do too many things. And it didn't work. It definitely didn't work. And when I started to be more deeply niche, which is scary, by the way, it's hard to say, hey, I don't work with all these types of people. It really activates that fear of missing out. It activates that feeling of, oh, there's not going to be enough clients. But the coolest thing is when you turn that on and you step into that specificity, meaning you have a clear problem, a clear point A that people are at, and a clear point B that you help them get to, and you name that, rather than just saying something like, I help you get fit and healthy, or I help you create great relationships, or help you grow your business. All of these are really vague. Or help you have your dream life, or fulfill your potential. You know, that kind of language doesn't work in this attraction phase. If you want to level up your business to 6 figures, you need to have the willingness. It does take a willingness to solve a clear, specific problem. And that means really stepping up in terms of the way you view yourself, and positioning yourself as an expert or as an authority. It does require a level of courage for sure, but you can do it even if you don't feel that courage or confidence yet. A lot of coaches are creating attraction content without having that clarity on the problem they solve, but wondering why it's not working for them. Once you make that decision, even if you do it scared, it means that people will respond better to that attraction content that you're putting out, because otherwise that lack of clarity that you have, it will reflect in your marketing and how you're creating your content. So we do this by being very clear and specific on the problem, the point A and point B, the type of person you work with and the type of person you don't work with. So it's actually calling them out on things like your landing pages and in your posts. This is not for you if, this is for you if. And you're qualifying people. I recommend you have at least 3 clear qualifiers. And it's not, your niche is not, oh, women from age 35 to 45 who are mums. Like, that is not niching deeply enough. What is their specific problem? And so that's really important to clarify. If you've got any questions, just pop them in the comments so that I can answer them as I go through. Okay, the next thing is you want to craft a profitable presentation. This is number 2. Craft a profitable presentation. This is an asset. Written content is important, but for most coaches, written content like blogs, emails, social media posts, it's very rarely enough to attract enough clients consistently to grow a 6-figure business just in and of itself. Unless you're like a really great writer, written content alone, it doesn't usually inspire and influence someone to make a decision to work with you in a high ticket program. It could if you're really brilliant at what you do, but on its own, as a strategy on its own, it does a pretty poor job of consistently converting enough clients. Because if we want people to trust us, we need time with them. And in order to build that trust, we need to ask for their time, however long it takes to go from what we call in marketing cold to sold. So you could do that over a whole series of posts. But the reason people give us their time is because we are going to educate them. We're going to teach them cool stuff. Otherwise, how else are we going to get their time, right? It's very challenging to get more than 60 minutes of someone's attention and time on social media. You can do it if you're a really great speaker, if you're a really great writer, but it's really challenging. So when you combine written content and a profitable presentation, it is an extremely potent combination. And it's a win-win scenario. So they give you their time and you give them your education. And in that time with them, you're building trust and you're showing them how you help people. You don't want to hold all that back until they come onto the sales conversation or rely on your landing page to do it for you. You really want to be clear. This is the method that I use. A lot of people are super kind of elusive and they hold back. I'll jump on the call and I'll reveal all. But then you can just waste time doing a lot of these sales conversations with people who aren't the right fit. So when you get on when you create a profitable presentation, it keeps people's attention. It builds the trust because you have that time. It also positions yourself as an authority. So doing just one-on-one coaching, it doesn't give you that leverage. You know, when you're willing to get on a platform, even if it's a platform like Zoom online, immediately your authority goes up. You can also overcome people's false beliefs in that event. So let's say it's a 60-minute or a 90-minute Zoom event, you can shift their beliefs, plus like overcome the objections to buying. So you can do that where you do that to, let's say, 50 people, rather than having 50 sales conversations, 50 hours worth of one-on-one conversations. You can do one event to 50 people or build it up and do it to more people. So it's super leverage. So if you want to get to 6 figures as a coach, you need to leverage your time. You can't just do one by one and expect to get to 6 figures. Unless you are doing everything manually, which is super hard. All right, number 3, the third thing you need to do to create your 6 figures is to create compelling content. So profitable presentation plus compelling content is the combination that I've used to grow my business to 6 figures. It's those 2 things combined are the main 2 things that are 2 lead generation strategies. So you can have an incredible coaching program or coaching service, but if you don't have this consistent, compelling content, it's like having a Porsche and leaving it in your garage. You know, no one is going to see it and you won't get far. And so you want to use your content to educate people, because that's the way the new market is. It's if you enjoy teaching and training and educating people, you're in a really good position to help people go from where they are to where they want to be and see that you're the obvious solution. So with your compelling content, there's some really important things that you need to include. The first one is you need to make sure you clearly show what you recommend someone do to go from point A to point B. So you're not being elusive, like I mentioned, which is what I'm doing now. I'm giving you 5 steps so that you can see what you need and what methods I recommend, because there's lots of ways to get to 6 figures, but these are 5 things that I recommend so that you're super clear on what I do as a coach. So then at the moment you're learning the education, but some of you will want to take a next step and go, oh, actually I want to dive deeper and learn exactly how to do that. So when you take time to educate your clients, it can really dramatically shift things, especially with the right clients, because the right clients, they need to be educated. They need to understand why you're different. That's the second thing that's really important, is that they understand why you're unique. Why would they choose you as a coach over all the other coaches that solve the same problem as you? So when you do consistent content, you're educating them on why you're different. And you're also changing their beliefs from what they currently believe to what you want them to believe in order to actually take that next step to work with you. And this was a massive mistake that I made. I made mistakes in all 5 of these areas, and something I realized is that all of these 5 areas, you need a formula for all of them. You need a strategy for all of them. I was just winging it. I would literally just write a blog without having any structure or any formula. I would just, they call it show up and throw up, where you just like, bleh. I used to do Facebook Live videos where I didn't plan them. I didn't have a proper structure. And I just thought that it was all about educating people, like providing value, but I didn't realize there's a whole formula to it where you're actually influencing someone, inspiring them to take action. That's the purpose of your content. It's not just quick tips. It's not just how to. They can Google that, right? They want to know why you're different. Okay, number 4. The 4th thing you need to do to create a 6-figure business as a coach is to build an automated funnel. You might get to 50K a year, even 70K a year, but if you want to scale up to that 6-figure plus, you need to put some automated funnels in place. And there are 2 distinct paths you can go down as a coach. One is working manually, and you just keep up and you just keep doing the best you can and responding and manually doing everything. Or 2, you can choose a second path, which is the path of building an asset. This is where you bring automation into your business using funnels. And this is what so many of your competitors are not doing, because it takes some thought and it also takes learning a skill. But one of the most powerful ways to succeed is to look for the places where your competitors aren't willing to go. And why is this? You might want to write this down. If it's easy for you to do, it's easy for your competitors to do. So a lot of people are looking for that quick way, that get rich quick thing. And what so many coaches do is they start the business manually, which is what I recommend, is you do start it manually and you just get going and you focus on sales as a priority as opposed to getting all your systems in place. That can come later. But I'm talking about going to the 6-figure mark. At some point, you need to stop just running your business manually and switch and say, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to start bringing in some automation. So if you haven't already decided that, please decide that today, that you're going to bring in some automation. Automation equals freedom. Write that down. Like, I can be out running and get an idea, which happens pretty much every time I run. Does anyone else get ideas when you're running or in the shower? And I can get home and build a funnel. So I might get an idea for a 1 hour or 90-minute Zoom event that I want to run. And I get home and I build out the funnel and it's done within a few hours because I've learned that skill of how to create a funnel. And it's not that hard. I mean, my office was a gym for 10 years. I wasn't a laptop, sit at the laptop, learn all the tech kind of girl. I was very practical, out there, building conversations with people. That's building relationships with people. That's how I built my first business. But I realized that there was only so much I could do by just having one by one by one. I built a six-figure business without all of that, but I was getting so worn out because I was just one-on-one clients, so many clients. I had over 30 clients. And I realized that I wanted to step back. I wanted to have my mornings back. Like now I don't work on Mondays before 5 p.m. I don't work on Fridays at all. I don't work on Wednesdays at all. Like I don't have clients. I only have clients on Tuesday and Thursday and Monday nights. And I go on holidays all the time because I know how to create funnels. This is huge, and it doesn't take a long time to learn. It just takes a willingness to learn it. But it's incredible because you can build a funnel. A funnel is just a path that people go through where they come into your list, they put their name and email in, and then you now take them through a process. And I use ClickFunnels for this. It's one of the best landing page builders and funnel builders in the world, and I trust it. And I decided I'd just go all in. And a lot of people say, oh, I don't want to spend money on subscriptions, but they want to create a six-figure business without investing. And I say, you know, you need one client a year to cover it. One client. And it's helped me make like, I don't know how many times over I've made my money back from having funnels, because I've got 20 different funnels. So I've got webinar funnels, I've got working with me funnels, I've got my whole online course on there, and you can just sit and geek out and figure it out, and there's tutorials and there's loads of ways that you can learn how to do it, but it's a willingness to do it. A lot of people say, oh, that looks a bit hard, that looks like work. And I say, yeah, it is work, but do you know what's worse is running a business that sucks the life and soul out of you because you're so stressed out doing everything manually. And for me personally, holidays are one of the most important things in my life because freedom is one of my highest values. About 10 years ago, I invested in a timeshare, and if I didn't have funnels in place, I wouldn't be able to really utilize it and take the holidays that I do. And I'm going to be taking 2 months next year, all going well, to go and live in New Zealand for a couple of months. And I know that I've got these funnels in place to be able to do that. You can see the power of this, right? Like if in your mind, if you just stop for a second and think, what would it be like to have a leveraged asset working for you in your business? And this is a way to educate people and nurture them and look after them without having to do it all manually. If you've got any questions on it, please just pop it in the comment spots there. And then number 5, develop a high performance mindset. Develop a high performance mindset. So to create a successful coaching business, and by successful, I mean it fills up your bank account and it fills up your soul. That's what I view as successful. We've all got a different definition, but in order to grow that six-figure business, you need to develop a high-performance mindset and constantly be leveling up your mindset, constantly investing in coaching and personal development. A high-performance mindset is focused on taking charge of your life as a leader and taking charge of your business. You can't wait around. You can't wait for a sign or someone to rescue you or a lucky break or someone to contact you and open a door for you. You have to create it yourself. I see so many Facebook groups where people are saying, hey, I'm looking for someone to contribute to my book. I saw one today. Have you got a great story to share? And there were 340 comments. And I thought, why aren't these people writing their own books? I remember a couple of years back putting a post up saying, hey, I'm looking for a speaker for International Women's Day because I've been invited to speak somewhere. I've already got a speaking gig. Who's got a great story to share? And the amount of comments I got was incredible. And I just thought, why are you not out there sharing your message? I don't see you speaking. I don't see you running videos. You're waiting for someone to invite you. So it starts, that high performance mindset, it starts with being intentional with what you want for your life, and then building your business around it and figuring out, what are those actions? What are those next step actions? Like, we all have a next level. We all have a next level up. What is the mindset? What is the ceiling stopping me taking that next level? And once you know that, you can put those structures in place. Structures create outcomes. And so when you have structures like systems and the right strategy and support, you can build a sustainable business that's based around your vision. Like, hustling for 16 hours a day, it might sound impressive to some people, but it's not healthy and it's not sustainable. And it always starts with our mindset. And so when I started out, I just started acting as though I was a six-figure business owner. I just started almost just, believing that because I believed so deeply that it would happen for me. And because of that, I was able to step into that mindset of a six-figure business owner and take action like they would. Like, I'd always ask myself, what would a six-figure business owner do? Like, back then, whenever I made investments into my personal development or my business, or hiring team members, or making decisions around my business, I'd just always ask, what would a six-figure business owner do? Because that's my next jump. And that meant investing before I knew where the money was coming from. Like, the biggest program I invested in was $23,000, and I didn't know where that money was going to come from. But a high performance mindset is willing to take risks. It's an abundant mindset. It's charging what you're worth. It's not stressing about money. It's knowing that, it's believing that there are always going to be clients, plenty of clients. It's believing that, like, I fully trust in my work ethic. I trust myself. I know that I'm going to make a way. I'm going to find a way to make it work. So I don't play safe. I'm not afraid to put myself out there, even though I don't always feel confident, but it's making quick decisions. That's what high performers do. And it's coming back to your why. Why do you want a six-figure business? What will that give you? Like, pop in the comments box, why do you want a six-figure business? Will it help free up more time for you to have more fun? Maybe do more hobbies? Maybe it's about, for you, creating magical moments with the people that you love. Maybe it's about hiring someone to take care of those things that you don't want to do in your coaching business, that are going to free yourself up to do more of the things you love. And when you get off that merry-go-round of chasing and quick fix from that place of scarcity, and stepping back to create something truly great in the world, that's when you can step into that six-figure business. So just to recap, the 5 things you need to create a six-figure business without doing all the things. Number 1, design a client attraction strategy. Number 2, craft a profitable presentation. Number 3, create compelling content consistently. Number 4, build an automated funnel or multiple funnels. And number 5, develop a high-performance mindset. So I have a question for you. Would you like to dive deep into each of these strategies and find out exactly how to do them? Because if you would, I'm so excited to release a brand new online program called the Level Up Marketing Game Plan. And this program has been created with myself and my 2 colleagues, Mark and Jez, and we cover these 5 things, these 5 pillars. And when you join us, you'll understand how to apply these client attraction strategies in your business, so you can have a reliable system that brings in your ideal clients consistently. So you'll learn exactly how to create that attraction strategy, how to create profitable presentations, how to create compelling content using my formula, the compelling content formula, which is a 7-step process. I tell you exactly what to do, how to do it. You'll learn how to create the automated funnels and how to overcome those blocks in your mindset so that you can have that high performance mindset of abundance. It's filled with loads of valuable bonuses, digital downloadables. It's a full-blown online course. with the masterclasses. So if you'd like to join us and jump in, it's at your own pace. A lot of you missed the live in-person event that we did recently in Sydney. So if you missed that, I'm going to pop in the comments the link for this online version, and you can just click on that and check it out. So until next time, keep showing up, keep sharing your brilliance, and know that you can absolutely create a six-figure business as a coach. I've done it myself. I've helped so many other people. And until next time, just keep showing up, sharing your brilliance. The world needs you. The world needs you. Please pop in the comments, what did you love the most about this? What was your favorite of the 5? And if you have any questions, pop it in the comments as well. Love you guys. See you soon. Bye for now.